Do you think you're a star?
I always thought I'm a star. It's just like you all didn't know me, so.
I mean, she is a queen. What can I say about a queen?
So you say it's a good move by the universe to have married Sanjay.
Marriage, I had one condition which I told my parents. I don't want the person to drink, smoke and gamble. My mother's like, okay, good luck.
You've never been jealous?
I used to get rattled with people. I used to feel this strange, and actually not even jealousy, it was more inferiority.
It's interesting what you said about Vogue, that there's nothing to read. We flipped through the pages of it.
We used to read articles by Shashi, Tharoor, why would you read Vogue?
You went to the same school as me.
I used to run, not just me, our entire class. Actually, our entire batch.
Used to?
Run and hide when we saw you coming.
So Shalini, how has life changed since Bollywood Wives? So Shalini, how has life changed since Bollywood Wives?
Well, I think life for me is pretty much the same. I think it's changed for everybody else. It's the effect that I'm having on them. For me, I always enjoyed working out, being in front of the camera, doing these funny things when I travel. And if I was in Leh Ladakh shooting in a monastery, then in the snow, and then in the sand.
So you're the same Shalini?
I'm doing pretty much the same things. I'm just doing them in a studio. Rather than running behind yaks in Ladakh. So it's
but you're saying it's you're the same, but it's the impact you're having on everybody else that's different.
Yeah.
What do you think happened?
I'm as busy as I was before. I'm doing almost as many shoots as I did before. Earlier I just did for fun. Now people are approaching me, or newsmakers like yourself, or other, and I'm pretty much doing the same thing. I have almost the same makeup and artist and hair, everybody. So
when you were at We the Women, and it was lovely to have you there with the other Bollywood wives, I said to you, Shalini, you're a national obsession. And you said, I know.
Yeah. So what I know, the confidence that you said, it comes from knowing that all this is just a passing phase or is momentary, and it's the effect of what I've done. It could have had a different effect. This is the effect it's having on people, but this is not my goal, right?
So you understand that this is transitory.
Yeah.
It's ephemeral.
Absolutely.
It will go away one day.
It'll go and it'll come, but that's not going to define who I am. I will continue. I know in 24 hours what I think, what I do, what drives me, how much strength it takes for me to do things and not do things. I'm not thinking about that people will love me, that people will say I'm beautiful or not beautiful, or I'm young or old, or my hair is nice or not nice, or I'm wearing a pony. It doesn't matter. That's just for fun. That putting a clip is fun for me. Like people have a drink, people have a glass of wine at the end of the day. If I want to wear a hair clip, it's that for me, it's that indulgence. At the end, I know what I know where I'm going.
Where are you going?
I have no idea. Lots of places, hopefully. And I want to keep on walking. I don't want to stop, because when you stop, you become...
Do you think you're a star? Do you think of yourself as a star? That the more accurate question is...
I always thought I'm a star. It's just like you all didn't know me. So in my life, everybody is a star, right? You're the star of your own show.
Yeah.
If you're not the star of your own show, you can never be a star in it. So
people have discovered Shalini Passi. Shalini was the same. The world didn't know her like they know her today.
Yeah.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to the same school as me.
Yeah.
You were in school with my sister, Bahar.
Yes.
I was your senior.
I used to run, not just me, our entire class. Actually, our entire batch.
Used to?
Run and hide when we saw you coming.
Why?
In the corridor.
Why?
I have no idea.
I was scary.
Yeah, you're very scary.
Am I scary today?
Yeah.
What is scary?
I think what is scary is that one, you can see through people. You don't tolerate bullshit. You know someone who's wasting their time. You can spot a person who's faffing around and who's serious. You take your work very, very seriously. You take yourself very seriously. You have time for no nonsense. And we could feel it when we were in school.
That's quite perceptive. I can't disagree with anything you've said.
We in school, at least I in school, I mean, we had friends whose sisters and brothers were senior, and we used to see them and used to go and meet them and, say, can we do this? Bhaiya, can we do this? Can we, can you help us with this? And unless it was a really good thing and we were 100% sure of ourselves, we would not even approach you because you were like you guys are just messing it up for us. You guys are like, you will destroy the image of the school. I'm like, what have we done?
But school was fun. I loved school.
I think school was the best. For me, I learned so much.
Yeah. Your love for art starts in modern school.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think my love for life started in that school because we were told from Himayu Road that we had to play every sport, participate in every activity.
Yeah.
Not like other schools where somebody was very good and they were asked, that talent was encouraged. Yeah. We all were encouraged to go to that class. I had to go. I used to hate photography because I hated the smell in the room.
Oh, those chemicals
initially.
Yeah.
And I hated going to that room, but we had to because it was a part of learning about the process. Otherwise I would have never known how a print is developed. Now I know, though I did not like it, but I used to go. We did horse riding. We used to go for hockey because we were in the sports team. So we had to go and play hockey one day with another school team because they say you have to do it. So all those opportunities that we got.
When you were in school...
But you made the most of it?
I do think I made the most of it, but I'm sure you did too in your own way. Of course,
yeah.
When you were that age, 15, 16, what did you want to be?
I wanted to be an artist or an architect. I was terrible in math. So that was...
So join the club. I used to fail maths.
I used to fail maths.
Same.
Really?
Same.
Oh my God.
And in fact, in class 11, then I took arts. And I remember, you remember Jugi?
My life changed.
Do you remember Jugi?
Yeah.
Mrs. Jugindra, as we used to call her Jugi.
Yeah.
And she called me, and in those days, smart people didn't take arts. And she said, I'm a geography teacher, but I am telling you, you must take science. And I said, I absolutely hate science. I fail math. I am going to be a humanities student.
Oh my God.
So...
my entire life, I thought I was bad in studies because I failed in math. Now, Barkha Dutt used to fail in maths. Yeah.
See?
Oh my God.
So there's hope.
Life changer.
So there's hope.
So I spent a lot of time studying math, which I used to constantly fail in. I used to get fever. Anyway, that's all past. But so I admired you a lot, and I'm really deeply honored that I'm here in the same platform, in the same frame as you.
Thank you.
It's really an honor.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what money means to you. Did you always have it?
I was born in a business family, and my grandparents were Arya Samaji. They believed in high thinking and simple living. That's their motto.
Yeah.
I think my attachment to wealth is very complicated because there have been times where I have given away all my jewelry, shaved my hair.
Really? So when did that happen?
4 times I shaved my hair.
Why?
Because I just thought that, I just felt that there was just excess of, I just wanted to give up all the ego.
Shed the baggage kind of
also
thing.
I go to Tirupati, so I shaved there. And I just felt that it was just, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know where I was going. I needed clarity. And also, I also did it for my son who was, at university. So there were various reasons, and it gave me a lot of peace. It gave me a lot of understanding of things, that the thing that I loved most, which was my hair. I was even paranoid about having a cut or a trim, I'm so particular that I wash my hair myself. I'm obsessive about, breaking it and everything. And just shave it one day. So, and also it was like that entire time, those 8-9 years, the dressing was very simple. It was very minimal. Beige and white and saris. You might have seen me in very simple saris. I used to go out very less. And my friends who know me during that phase, I didn't go out at all. It's like people think I go out. It's actually the impression that I go out a lot. I just go for maybe some big functions, take a lot of pictures. I don't socialize
Even now?
No, even now. Like I went yesterday for a day before for a Christmas party after. That was the first social event that I attended after the series came out. That's almost 3 months. Like beyond that, I've just been doing events.
Yeah. But tell me, we were talking about what money means to you, right?
I waited the question.
Yeah,
I
know.
It up again.
I know, but I want to know.
Host to host can't do it.
What does it mean to you? Like, is it just a functional way to live the life you want to?
Yes.
To buy the art you want to collect?
So I think
what does it mean to you?
Like a painting, if you can't put a price on it, right? It's like a painting could be worth anything. The artist has worked since he was a child. His ideas, his philosophy, his technique, his talent, it's all on that work. It's not that one particular work. It's his entire journey on that canvas. So it's priceless, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I think money is something which I use to better myself, better my environment, better the society, and now better the larger audience, because I feel that I'm able to give back and finally give back in a larger way. So that, and then of course, money is really important because it also gives you security.
Yeah.
It gives you, for me, it is like today I can say, okay, let me do this. Let me risk this, and it gives you that independence. It gives you that power that, you know, that I can do this. I don't have to think about the costings of things, you know.
Yeah.
So that is there, of course, at the back of your head. It's like a safety net. Like you can take your risk because you always have your safety net, right?
How did you meet Sanjay?
Sanjay is cousins. So, you know Arunima and Nagpal, right?
Yes.
So Anushri's,
yes.
So our school friends' wedding,
yes.
Anushri's wedding. Arunima was like in my gang, one of my closest friends, Arunima, Ritika, all of them, my closest friends. They were all like yourself, prefects and AA plus students. And so they are my best friends from school. So I was there at her sister's wedding and I was singing and dancing. And my voice was better then.
Still pretty good.
And so their cousin saw me there. She went back and informed Sanjay's family that, you know, there's this very beautiful girl. And then her bua asked me if my parents were coming. So I said, they'll come in the evening. So I didn't know why she was asking. I thought maybe she knew my parents. And then they all came for the Sangeet in the evening. So it was an arranged marriage. So.
And you were how old then?
I was 20.
20. Yeah. And you became a mom at what age?
21.
So today when you think of it, that was quite young.
Yeah, but actually, you know, I think it was a very good move by the universe because, you know, the thing is, I think I had so much enthusiasm and energy.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of women are just like, you know, if they have their children later in life, the energy and the body recovery is very different, you know. For me, I think I was more excited if I took him to a toy store. I used to be more excited than my child because, you know, so all that. And then the thing is that I'm almost living my life in reverse.
Explain that.
Explain that like, I mean, at the age of 18, 17, we used to have, you remember all the theatre we used to have, right?
I mean, our school was next to Mandi House.
Mandi House, exactly. So my grandfather was actually built that building, the DD.
Really?
Yeah. So there were some offers of some series and some all that. So all that never happened because I had a phobia of speaking. And I could not remember lines. I used to just blank out. Like even now, if you tell me to remember lines, say it, I wouldn't be able. I can speak just randomly on things and float away into a conversation. So those two things, and then my family was not very keen for, you know, the whole acting thing, and because it's a very different. Living in Delhi, it's a very different universe for them. They don't know anything. So that went out, and now I'm doing this now because, you know.
So you say it's a good move by the universe to have married Sanjay. When he was at We the Women with you and we asked him, you know, what do you say? And he said, she's a queen. I'm here to serve her. And everybody applauded that. Yeah. That clip is massively viral. But everybody has to navigate their relationships in their own way, right? Would you say Sanjay is an equal partner, enables freedom, allows is a bad word, enables the freedom that you've sought for yourself?
I had one, ours was an arranged marriage, I had one condition which I told my parents, I don't want the person to drink, smoke and gamble.
Acha, why was that?
At all. Because I don't drink, smoke and gamble. So I
And you've
cannot
never had a
tolerate
drink?
it. No, I drink. Like now I drink maybe at my birthday I'll have one sip. Or maybe, just to like, and that will be like once in 6 months, or like New Year's, or my own art fair party when Robin is saying, and I'm telling Robin, like, I can see the footprints of the fly on the glass. And Robin is like, Mom, just have one sip.
Yeah.
So that's...
So you had this condition.
So I had this condition because I hated, like, my grandfather didn't allow us to even have a pack of cards in the house. He was very particular about morals and discipline and, consuming alcohol and cigarettes and all that. So I was brought up by my grandparents. It was very like that...
stern? Was it a stern upbringing?
It was not stern. It was like the very 1940s, that very India, glory. India has just become free. And, they had all these values which they, wanted to... That very simple contemporary living, you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
That Balraj Sani kind of that era, that my grandfather belonged there, and his principles were like very simple: do well, do for the community, he used to do for his family. So all that values, like no drinking, smoking, gambling was like absolute no, as bad as smoking. So I said I want somebody like that. My mother's like, okay, good luck.
And then you found Sanjay, who did not and does not drink, smoke, gamble.
So my father did not believe. They said my father thought that they were lying and something. So,
but could you live as a young bride the life you wanted to, or, and this I've seen happen with a lot of women, they find their freest phase in their middle years.
So when you're that young, you're also like trying to fit into a society, which is, of course, my in-laws were amazing and Sanjay was amazing. But obviously Sanjay was at that age where he was working almost like 10 to 12 hours. He's a workaholic. So he was not he was like really also trying to build his work.
Yeah.
And him, how he's passionate about his work. And so he was, and my in-laws are amazing, but also like living in a society where everything from, your little shoe to your toenail to everything is dissected. And I was from a background where my mother and my grandfather and my grandmother barely used to socialize. My mother used to, of course, but it was in a very different atmosphere. So not like the typical Delhi society as we know it. So all that came with so there were times I was saying, oh, she can't speak. Oh, she's like, like she can't socialize. She doesn't know how to entertain. Or
Who said this?
People used to feel.
Around you,
because I was like this person who's in college. It's like I told a 20-year-old, now come on, you have to like throw a party and have a banquet and whatever and make like 10 desserts and all that. I'm like, hello, like my homework does not say this. Like I was still in college.
Yeah.
So, but I learned. And I also like if someone says you can't do it, then you have to. And today... They have to have mastered it.
I was curious because I think in an interview...
Then I mastered it.
Mastered what?
Mastered the art of hosting.
So I was just going to ask you...
People saying that, oh, she doesn't know anything. She doesn't know who to invite. She doesn't know how to speak. Because I was like, someone asked me, what magazine do you read? So I said, I read Newsweek, Time and Outlook. So they were like, oh, you don't read Vogue? So I was like, what is there to read in Vogue? Like, hello, like you just maybe flip through it, right?
Yeah.
And we used to go to like, buy like Time magazine, which used to be 2 months old because you never got the copy. So that was it. And we used to read articles by Shashi, Tharoor. Why would you read Vogue? So this was the kind of people that I had to interact with finally. So I was like, in my head, I'm thinking that I'm already like have this superiority complex forever. I'm like, what are you trying to tell me that I can't do what you do? I can do this like this. So I did.
And if I asked you the same question today, what do you read? What would you say?
Right now, I'm just, what am I reading? I'm actually reading nothing right now.
Because you don't have time.
It's just that because if I want to read also, then there's so many things. And also I'm like kind of a little that prick. If I've committed to something or somebody's asked, no matter is it a big impact or a small impact, that it pricks on me that unless, try and adjust and try and do this. between my prayers, meditations, I'm right now not reading anything. I have like read files which have like pending articles which I pick out and read.
What are read files?
You want to see them? Just ask them for the read files.
Yeah, but tell me about them in the meantime.
So these are just read files are like articles are things that I don't know about or I want to know more about, and I've found some interesting article. And if
Like somebody finds them for you, or you find them
I
yourself?
find them myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I find them and I take a printout.
Okay.
Rather than keeping on the phone, I take a physical printout and keep
Okay.
it, and then I read it. Like if suppose I'm flying somewhere, I know that I'll have 2 hours in the evening,
Yeah.
you know, and then I read them. Or suppose at night if I
Yeah.
have like half an hour before sleeping when I'm very peaceful. So I do that.
And you pick up these themes. So, for example, it could be
Suppose if
anything.
you tell me something, you tell me a word which we are having a conversation on, I don't know anything about.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So I'll say, oh, but I don't know anything about this. Let me at least understand what she was saying rather than saying, oh, I don't believe you and I don't.
Right.
Because, you know, you can't know everything, right?
Yeah.
Or there are concepts which I could be interested in, I want to further. So both ways.
But it's interesting what you said about Vogue, that there's nothing to read. We flipped through the pages of it. That was then.
Yeah.
Today, you're like a fashionista. How often do you look at Vogue or a magazine like that?
Actually, the thing is, I don't really look at fashion magazines because one, I'm not that size. Two, I'm not going for an editorial shoot. Three, I don't need to make a statement. I want to wear things that I want to wear.
Yeah.
For about 8 years of my life, I had very short hair. I could not wear prints. I couldn't wear big earrings. And I couldn't style my hair. So I want to do that. I'm not going to live by the most stunning black dress. I can do that with my eyes closed. It takes effort to actually put together a maximalist outfit.
Yeah.
It's a minimal black dress with sleek hair and red lips is the easiest thing you can do. And for me, that does not excite me.
Because you want an individual look that isn't somebody else's
course.
idea of you.
Yeah, exactly. I want to be able to express myself with whatever I'm wearing. Some pieces are like 20, 30 years old. Like the Bieber bags are actually very, very old, some of them.
Yeah.
And
I mean, did you think your bags would become the kind of statement that they
no,
have?
actually, you know, people used to tell me before, like a very dear friend of mine, she said, you know, I hate these bags of yours. I was like, but why? I was like, because they're terrible. They look at them, they're so funny. They look like I said, but I love them. They like add that spark and that little fun thing element.
Yeah.
And you know, whatever. So I never stopped wearing them. And these are my very close friends. And like, they are like, they're super stylish.
Yeah.
Wearing LP, Chanel, like, you know, so they're like very, very sleek. But I have my own style. So it took them also a while to, you know.
So you're not a fashion magazine person as a consumer?
I don't even think I'm a fashionista. It's like I'm just wearing like any Delhi girl who loves accessories, wants to wear everything. We are like, I mean, we are in India is maximalist. We are not a minimal country.
Yeah. But how was the sort of Delhi-Bombay, Delhi-Mumbai interface? It's a very different culture, isn't it? I mean, I say this as a Delhi wali, but what was the big discovery for you?
I think I've been going to Bombay very, very often. My entire mother's family moved there. My mamas, masis, they all live in Bombay. And I've been going there for a while. I think Bombay is like the city of dreams. You know, everybody's there to pursue something. You know, whatever they feel they cannot do in their own city, in their own state, they come to Bombay. And it's a very, very tough life there, you know. It's a tough life in terms of navigating the city, the culture. I think Delhi is more welcoming. And once you break it...
It's a refugee city, I mean...
Yeah, we are. Both my grandparents came from Pakistan, Gujranwala and Lahore. Yeah. And I think Bombay, it's so cutthroat. I think it's also people's like, you know, in Delhi, we will still value the person afterwards if they're not doing well or people might make fun. But in Bombay, they have no time for if you're over, you're over. It's like that. It's also they're living for the camera. Everything is Friday to Friday, you know. That is there. That's their obsession, you know. I don't see that in any other industry, whether it's fashion, whether it's art. Like art borrows, like fashion borrows a lot from art. And though even the art world is very, very not very inclusive, but we are really trying to make it inclusive.
This concept of living for the media or for the camera that you said about Bombay, elaborate on that.
I think what cinema gives people are the dreams. You know? But the thing is, their own dreams, I feel, are getting lost. because they feel they have like 5-6 years.
Yeah. To make the best of what they have.
To make the best of what they had, which is very sad because so many of them are so way talented.
Yeah.
And everybody is put on this, that is your time from like 18 to like, whatever. And then after that, if you make it, then you can carry on, because how many actually make it to Madhuri Dixit or Deepika or Alia like that, So that has to change. And that has to come from the audience. And unless the film industry doesn't make examples like that, it's not, the audience will, you have to give something to the audience. It's like the fashion designers in the art world, they don't care if the audience is, artists don't care if the audience is consuming their art.
They just create.
They just create. And if they are criticized, they take it well. If they are appreciated, they don't care. If they're put in a museum, after they're, so that risk, I think more people should take.
So you think Mumbai is just living for Instagram?
They are actually living for Instagram, because I feel like when I'm seeing like some of them are not even doing films, they just get ready and they just...
Somebody told me, yeah, exactly. Somebody told me that there are people who go to the airport, not because they have a flight to catch, but because they just want to get back.
They've asked me also.
Who has?
Many people, when are you coming? They'd like to, come. I was like, hello. I was like, where? From the airport? Like, for what? For what joy?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like running from the airport, like running to wherever I have to reach. And I'm like...
For years, the world that didn't know you and Sanjay were written about as among the closest friends of Shahrukh Khan and Gauri. Is that a relationship that has been a cornerstone of your life? Or not really?
What is the meaning of a cornerstone?
Like, has it been a big part of your life?
I think...
or was that just a media myth?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. I'm asking you. Because when... people would always say, oh, Shahrukh and Gauri, their friends are Sanjay and Shalini, right? So, do you know a side of them that the rest of the world doesn't?
Actually, Sanjay grew up with them.
Yeah.
And Sanjay grew up with them, and Sanjay is very good with relationships.
And you're not?
I am sort of floating. I'm just like very, very moody. I think Sanjay is very, very good with relationships. He's very responsible.
Is he better at keeping in touch with people? And you're not so good at it? Huh. I understand that. I'm kind of not good at keeping up with people because I'm always so busy and living in my own head.
I'm good. Like, I'm there for you, like 100%.
If someone's in trouble,
I'm also
or...
like floaty. And I'm also very floaty. And I'm also like very moody when it comes. And I'm also like... But I think with Gauri and Shahrukh, I think they are... not just for me, I think for many people. They are really strong, solid people coming from Delhi, living in Bombay, making their life there. But they have stayed in touch with all their friends, which is quite incredible. And I think like they have given strength to me, at least Gauri has. I got married when I was very young. And she's someone who like always said like, she always spoke her mind. And she always said what she felt. And that was a big thing for me because I knew that she was coming from a good place. I knew I could trust them 100%. So what they gave me, and a lot of my other friends, see, sometimes people just say things, right? But with them, I knew whatever they were telling me, whatever feedback I was getting was 100% genuine. And so... What do you think you have learned to not be moody about? Because you just said that I'm a very moody person, right? So let's start with what gets you into a bad mood. Sun. Heat.
And you live in Delhi, which is amongst the hottest cities in the world.
Heat.
Okay. I think no one likes heat. Apart from that?
Nothing else. I'll be very happy. I'm very happy it's rain.
In the rain.
Rain, snow, hailstorm. Very happy.
But the
I was
sun
so
you
happy
hate.
in Mauritius.
But the sun you hate.
Yeah. It just drains me. It just drains me. I'm thalassemic, so my hemoglobin drops, my BP drops, and I fainted also. I get like a blackout. So when people are thinking that I'm ignoring them, actually really not ignoring them. I'm actually having a blackout.
Really? Like actually for real?
Actually having a blackout. I'm walking in somewhere and it's hot and sunny and there's a moment where I'm like, I feel I'm sinking, but I'm like, just like It happens very often in the heat.
Which takes me to, this complete fascination with what does Shalini Passi eat in a day? Why does she use that straw to sip her whatever, anything? Have you seen all of the videos and memes? Like I've seen you. You're
I'm
so
now dedicated. I've dedicated certain hours in the day because you know why? They're not just saying that you're beautiful. They're not just saying we love your hair. They are sharing what they are feeling. They are sharing that I've started doing this, and I'm doing this, and I didn't I was bitching about some girl, and then I went and made up. They're sending me these stories, like I'm going to help my women friends. I'm going to do this. So I've dedicated that little time to them to reply. I just sent an audio to someone in the morning.
You sent an audio to a complete stranger?
Yeah, you want to hear the audio?
Yes.
On my phone.
Tell us
she
about
asked me, I live in London, in UK, and I'm getting severe acidity. Can you just find it? Because there's so many.
She is writing this to you on a DM? Or on your page?
On a DM.
She is now writing to you that I live in London and I have severe acidity.
Yeah, so I live in London. I really admire what you follow. I've been seeing the interviews, but I suffer from acidity. So how can I help? Like with natural. So I sent her a message saying that have saunf after your meals. If you can't have saunf, you can have saunf ka water after your meals. And
I'm smiling not because your advice is wrong, but because where do you have the time to...
I made you wait for 5 minutes.
No, that's okay, but you at least know me. This is somebody you don't know.
But I don't care. Like if she's asking for help, how can I refuse? Okay.
Hi, thank you for reaching out. So the best thing for acidity post-meal is having saunf. If you can't have saunf in grain form, you can powder it and have saunf, or have saunf ka pani. Avoid cold water. Have room temperature water with which is either add ajwain or jeera in it through the day. Another thing is that you can have black salt, helps instead of adding white salt.
It goes on and on.
Okay, I get the gist. My point is you don't know this lady.
No.
She has DM'd you.
No, I don't know her at all. She was in like the dustbin area. What is it called?
Yes, spam or whatever. The spam folder.
I saw it and she said, "Hi Shalini, you look fabulous. I'm based in UK. Need your help to calm my acidity."
And you are replying to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
In my voice.
So I want to understand this. We can hand your phone over.
So the thing is that when
I've also seen you commenting.
So when I was shaving my hair, and I used to meet a lot of gurus, and I used to read a lot, and I also had a little bit issues with my spine, with my joints, with eyesight and stuff like that, and just basically lot of weakness in the body. And so I just I'd started my foundation, I'd started MASH. So I used to just have this conversation with God, and I used to say that, that now I'm starting a journey that I would start when I was 20 years old, right? I'm starting working, my team, everybody's 24 to 26. I said, I don't have the energy to work. I cannot read. I don't have the strength in me. I don't have the strength to sit up. So then I just thought that I'll dedicate my energy, my life, my time to helping people. And if somebody reaches out to me and if I can, I will help them. I will not say no.
I have also seen
This is like a pledge, which is a personal pledge.
And it's amazing. But I've also seen you commenting on memes about you. Like you comment on jokes, you say, ha ha ha, that's so funny.
But it is funny.
What is the funniest thing you've heard about yourself or read about yourself?
Funniest thing is everything is funny. Like they are finding it funny, but I'm not. It's like, hello, you ask your grandmother.
Yeah.
She'll say she's absolutely right.
Yeah.
And if you ask your masi or your nani, they will say that this is what she's saying is bilkul theek bol rahi hai. But tum log pagal ho jo, you're not following her. So I feel I'm right.
So
I want to follow, I'm following the basic things that my grandmother taught me.
But did you ever think you'd become like this pop culture phenomena, little girls dressing up as Shalini Passi with the hairbands and their bags, sipping their drinks with a little straw?
No. I thought I was the opposite of Gen Z, admiring Gen Z. I thought I will be Gen Z. What is this? Who is this? First,
So what do you think happened?
I don't know what happened. I have no idea. My dressing is not at all cool. My dressing has been not at all, people can relate to it. I don't know.
But it's flamboyant. It's over the
It's
top.
flamboyant.
Sometimes.
The colors are
Yeah.
flamboyant. I work out, so I like wearing fitted clothes.
Yeah.
I work out almost 2 hours a day. And yeah.
So in this life that seems very charmed, there must have been moments of trauma because there's no life without trauma. What has been your most difficult phase?
I think the most difficult phase when I think there's a quote by Charlie Chaplin. It says, life is tragedy in up close and comedy in
Long shot.
long shot.
So what makes you sad in your own life?
What makes me sad? I don't
What have
know.
been your difficult phases? Has it been related to health? Has it been related to something else?
I think the thing is that especially human emotions are like two people. Like
Yeah.
how I'm feeling at
Yeah.
that moment.
Yeah.
When you are out of the situation, it changes, right? So I now don't think of those things. We've all had situations. I don't really think of those things. I think for me, keeping my health and keeping me going is my priority.
What sort of son do you want to raise as a parent?
Well, I told him when he was a kid. First of all, I didn't put him in modern.
I know. That's sad, but there's been a generational shift.
There's been a big shift.
Where did he study?
He went to Sanskriti, and because it's a very well balanced school, he had the same school bag for the entire time. They're very strict about uniform,
Yeah.
discipline, birthday parties, all that. They are very, very particular, and that was wonderful because he was with children whose parents were from the army background.
Yeah.
And disciplined. And so I think one thing I used to tell him when he was a kid, and I told him, I said, Robin, if you do well, everyone will say Robin is amazing. And if you do something wrong, everyone will say that your mother has not taught you. So I said, it's a very simple thing, but I think it sat with him. And he's, so many times, there have been situations where people have said things to him and he's come back to me and said, he said this to me, I'm going to also retaliate. And this was much younger when he was 15. So I used to tell him, I said, Robin, I said, look at you. I said, you are studying in a school. You have, you are able to play sports. You are winning in sports. You're a good student. You can travel. You have everything. I said, I don't know where this other person, what insecurity, and maybe he's insecure, maybe he's not happy in his life. I said, I don't want you to do anything to him. Understand, wait, and try to talk to him, but don't say anything because here you are sort of privileged. So be a little bit restrained because not everybody has what you have. They could be frustrated. They could be angry for certain things. We don't know. Maybe their parents have a situation. Maybe he's not able to cope with studies. Maybe he's whatever it is.
But in terms of like your values, what's that one value that you really want your child to internalize?
Honesty and I think not having jealousy, vengeance.
You've never been jealous?
I have been.
Of
People's beauty, people's speaking, someone's hair. So psychology was introduced in our school. Ours was, I think, the first batch. So I used to read, I said, why are you jealous? Why are you jealous of someone? Like how does... And a very simple thing it said. So I took up psychology in school and I would often read about things that I felt or what I was going through. And they were very simple books, like because it was, I think, in the 10th or the 11th and they were pretty simplified. So I said, like, why are people jealous? Like, why do you... So you are actually not jealous of the person, right? You are jealous of something they have, which you don't have, right? It could be somebody's beautiful eyes. It could be their physique. It could be their, if they're an amazing athlete or a good painter, right? It's because you want to be a good painter. It is because you want to be able to run that race. It's because you want to have long hair. It's because you want to have that physique. So what do? You work for it. if I met someone who I was jealous of, I would like say, okay, like why am I not liking her? Why am I getting disturbed when I see her? So there were few things. I used to get rattled with people. I used to feel this strange, and actually not even jealousy, it was more inferiority. It was of people who could speak very well, who were very educated. I wasn't jealous of them, but I was like,
You wished you could do what they...
But inside, that emotion was coming out as jealousy. But actual emotion was that I want to be intelligent. I want to be able to speak well. I want to have beautiful hair. I want to be winning in the race. So I took it and I just worked harder. And if I failed at something, then I had no right to be jealous of that person, because if they are doing it so beautifully and I can't do it, this means that they are great. They deserve to be where they are. So that understanding came very, very young to me. Of course, I've had, of course, we all have,
moments of insecurity.
Moments of insecurity, but it's insecurity. And how do you address it? It's very easy. If you admire someone, just say it. Initially, people used to say, oh, she's so fake. She's saying that I say, but you know what? It's a quality. If it's a blessing, if you're able to speak, or if you have great skin, or if you have beautiful eyes, or if you're talent, you have to acknowledge it. And when you acknowledge it in the other person, you are hoping that I get some of it. And that's the law of universe.
And also it makes you lighter to just say
that, oh my God, I could never be like so intelligent, or I could never be so articulate as you are. Because, and then that somewhere down the line, that appreciation makes you also ultimately.
Talking about psychology, I was, I think, reading another interview of yours where you spoke about your experience with your therapist. And you go to your therapist and you say, I want a normal life.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work out very well, because you realize that normal is boring.
Boring. So we had a little bit time during the
COVID.
lockdown. So I said, listen, let's not let's try to we have like a good 4-5 months. Let's try to make me a normal human being. So she said, yeah, sure, that'll be great. Let's try it and all. So we're trying to do normal things. I said, what is a normal thing? I said, I just want to be like my friends and my neighbors, and so what do you? I said, I'll go for lunch. So I went for lunch.
So you became a ladies who lunch.
I used to go for lunch. Even now I do when I want to.
No, everybody goes for lunch when they have
but
time.
The fact is that
but you meant a certain type. Or you don't eat.
So I don't eat that food. So I said, you know what? I'm not. I said, okay, I'm going to go for lunch, but I'll carry my own food. So I went for lunch.
And you'd carry your own khana?
I always carry my own khana regardless of where
Which is raw food mostly.
Which is raw in the day. And cooked. So raw till 6 p.m., which according to Ayurveda till sunset, raw is very good.
Okay.
And anyway, so then the other thing was that, whatever. Like, what was the other thing?
Normal.
Go for lunch. Normal. Don't take 100, don't do 100 things. Don't pre-plan and just live in the moment. I said, what moment? I was like,
so you didn't want that very slow life. You like a packed life.
Don't do every day, don't do a class on Zoom, take a break, watch television.
What do you watch? Do you watch?
I don't watch television.
Do you watch news?
No, because the problem is that I did watch during the pandemic. I saw Versailles. Then now, watching series is actually homework for me. And I hate doing that homework. But I did see Urfi's show. I really admire her. And I saw that, and I saw Versailles. Then I saw Emily in Paris, which I was just, I think, doing something else while watching. And what did you? So when
what is normal?
So I think so watching television is normal. So I try to do that. But actually, the problem with watching television is that you tend to eat.
Always.
It's like I've had my meal. I've had my very healthy meal, and it's very substantial. And then you switch on the television, and that entire thing of the past 20 years, your body, those cells start craving for junk food. It's not funny. The cell memory is like that. The television comes on, you want to eat unhealthy. It's cell memory. So switch this television off.
I don't remember the last time I switched. I mean, I watch Netflix, but I watch murder mysteries. And I'm in news, but I don't watch television news. Do you watch news?
No, I stopped watching news about 8 years ago because I felt that the scams happen and actually nothing really, all the investigation never really amounts to anything, right?
It's a lot of noise and nothing changes.
It's a lot of noise and minimum facts, lot of noise, lot of emotions. Unless you're an expert to speak on a topic, you can't just go and say, "Aap kya soch rahe hain, kya ho raha hai," and all that. That doesn't make sense, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like a movie that you're asking opinion of.
Yeah.
So the thing is that I read news on an app.
What do you read?
I have the BBC. I have all the apps. Like I have all the. So I just read, and subscribe to few things.
And then you have your read files.
I have the read files. Because I don't want to go digital. When you go open a digital iPad,
then you just screen
the
time.
options are limitless, right? So that the task at hand doesn't happen.
Yeah.
When you open that phone,
you get distracted by something else and you're scrolling something else.
Email,
Instagram.
Like, what the hell? Why did I actually open my phone? You forget.
Yeah.
So I rather not look into the device and.
So let me ask you in the end, what's your unfinished dream? What's next?
What's next? I think I have won a lot of awards. Now I have to work for them because honestly, like, I don't think I deserve so much, but now everybody's given me so much love.
Yeah.
I have to now work for it. It's like always like before, like I think I've got everything before. Now I have to work harder and like, whatever they think I am, I have to like
prove that. You still feel you have to prove yourself?
Before I never felt I had to prove because I'm leading my life. I pay my taxes. I do everything by the book. Sanjay does everything by the book. And I don't need to prove anything to anybody. But now, honestly, like with so much love and affection and adoration and putting up all these awards, now I have to.
You told Outlook.
Can you see the fear in my voice?
You told Outlook that you saw yourself as the last of the socialites.
Yeah.
Is that how you see yourself?
Yeah, because no. I mean, of course, there are people who have wonderful dinner parties, but the term socialite has become such a negative word because honestly, in the 1920s, people were like, she was in New York.
Yeah.
They were having charity galas and everything. And now people like, you have a host who's paid to invite people to events and high network individuals are targeted.
Yeah.
And they are paid to come to events. They are dressed head to toe in the brands. So, I'm just doing this for free and for the joy of entertaining and having people come into my home, whether it's for the art fair, whether it's for the, we have everybody from the artists to the curators to collectors coming from all over the world. And it's for the joy of entertaining and mixing with people. It's got no monetary gain to it, right?
It's a whole new world where
nobody's sponsoring my party. Nobody's telling me who to invite. It's my thing, and I'm honored.
And are some of the big Bombay and Delhi parties paid for otherwise?
Of course.
Surreal.
Of course. Yeah.
What would Shalini Passi tell her 15-year-old self in modern school?
Study hard and study hard.
Come on, something more than study hard. Everybody our parents used to tell us study hard.
But I never studied hard. I did everything else.
But today, with the life you've lived and the lessons you've learned and what you've learned about living, what would you tell that girl in school?
What would I tell that girl in school? It's like...
What were you anxious about then that you realize you don't have to be anxious about?
I don't think I was anxious about everything. I used to wake up in the morning at 4 o'clock and go for swimming.
Yeah.
I think I did everything.
You were a happy child.
I was a happy child because my parents supported me. My grandparents supported me. My mother was, she said like, she was only had one thing that, like don't have boys call you and all that. That was her only deal. That was a deal breaker for her. And I went to every class from Bharatnatyam to anything. our late Prime Minister Manmohan Singh ji uses.
Yeah.
He actually gave an award to me.
Yeah?
And in school, I wish we had all those cameras and I wish we had all those.
Do you have a photograph of that time?
With those, you know how it was in
Yeah.
school.
It was pre-mobile phone age.
It was pre-mobile, pre-camera, everything was just...
What do you remember about him?
I remember that he was he came for the annual function.
Yeah.
He was the finance minister at that time.
Yeah.
And so I was on the stage. I did, we used to have that stage program with Mr. Chaturvedi, so I did the stage thing. And then after that I ran and there was another drill in between. There was a welcome drill.
Yeah.
And then I did the mountaineering. So I had to change my outfit. So from the stage, the welcome, and then the mountaineering.
Yeah.
And then to the art room.
Yes.
And that was his route. So I had changed outfits behind school with the help of a friend.
Yeah.
And then he said finally, मैंने आपको देखा था स्टेज पे, फिर वेलकम है, फिर माउंटेनियरिंग और अब आर्ट में है. I was UNESCO club president and I was the art club. So that's what I remembered. And so my sir, Mr. Pajamba Kharna said like, yeah, she's our art thing. So
if you have nothing to tell your old 15-year-old self because you lived the happy life that you wanted to.
Because I've learned from my mistakes.
Fair enough. What would you tell to young girls who follow you? What do you want them to know?
I think the most important thing is it's very easy to say, but be a good human being. But of course, at the end, don't hold grudges because simply these people...
Not just because it's bad for your skin.
Because in the long run, people do realize their mistakes. After the show came out, I had 25 people or more call and message me to apologize.
Really?
Who had hurt me 15 years ago, 20 years ago. They said that we thought you did not know. But we have lived with the guilt for the last 15 years that you did know. And you never said a word. You still invited us to your home. You still welcomed us. You still reached out to us. You still wished us on our birthday. So we have lived with that guilt for 15 years because you were so gracious and magnanimous.
But your famous line, I like things more than people.
Yeah.
Do you mean that?
Yeah, of course.
Because people disappoint you?
Because the thing is that things like, I meant like artworks.
I know.
They transcend us, right? You're standing there, you're standing like in front of the Taj Mahal or Qutub Minar and you're like, I'm waiting for my driver. And what is this? You're doing all this, right? But that monument has been standing there forever. Look at that. When I go to places, I just get lost. Like when I'm there, I just get lost. It's a very small line because the audience is so vast, but it has a very big...
I think that's a deep thought, but I just want to say in the end that when I said to you, you have emerged as a national obsession, I meant it. I am endlessly fascinated by how every detail of your life sparks a conversation. More power to you. May you continue to live larger than life. I think that's a dream that everybody should have. Thank you, Shalini.
Thank you, Barkha.